Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and it's time for my July favorites. I feel like I just filmed my June favorites. I know everybody always says that, but it's true. I've been trying so many new things this month and it was really difficult for me to narrow down my favorites. So I've gathered up my most loved products from this month and I have a couple of kind of old favorites that have snuck their way back in. Last month I told you about some books that I was reading and really loving, so I'm gonna include books more often now, and I did finish this book last month. This is The Help. It's not a new book by any means, but I finally got around to reading it after having it on my to-read list for years, and it was so good. It was so intense. I really do like lighter reads a lot of the time because I read before I go to bed, and this book is not a light read. This is a very intense story and I got so into it. I loved this. If you're looking for something to read and you like a more kind of involved plot line, then you'll probably really like this one. In some ways, this was really difficult for me to read. I had to keep reminding myself that this book was set in the 1960s, which really isn't that long ago. I mean, my mom was alive. My mom was born in the 1960s. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. I think that's part of the reason why this was such an intense story for me, because it feels like it should have been a long time ago. It was a New York Times bestseller. It was made into a movie. I haven't seen the movie, but the book is fabulous. So if you're looking for something to read, I definitely recommend The Help. I have one more non-beauty favorite that I want to mention really quickly, and then we'll get to the makeup. This bag, okay, this is not real leather. So if you are vegan, vegetarian, or otherwise concerned about not using leather goods, this bag is so awesome. I got this from Amazon. First of all, it's huge. Like, you can tell how big it is. It's like bigger than my head. And it doesn't have a clasp or a zipper or anything like that. It did come with this large zipper bag though, so all the little kind of odds and ends that usually float around in my purse, I just threw in here. I know this bag comes in a bunch of different colors. I chose this light gray. I just thought it would go with a lot of my outfits, and it's really neutral, so I thought it would go with everything. I love this bag. It's so easy. It looks so cool, kind of worn crossbody. I really wanted a bucket bag, but I didn't want to spend a whole ton, and I'm pretty sure this was only around $20 on Amazon. So I'll definitely link this in the description for you guys. Go and check it out if you're looking for a new bag, especially if you want one of these like cool bucket bag styles. Check this out, 20 bucks. Worth every penny. Now I want to tell you about my favorite nail polish from the month of July. If you follow me on Instagram, this will be no surprise because this nail polish was in so many of my pictures this month. I'm talking about Sweet Caramel Sundae from OPI. This is from their California Dreaming collection. It's their summer collection. I'm not wearing this on my nails right now. I'm actually testing out a brand new Butter London polish that I really like as well. But I wore this so much during the month of July. It's not even funny. It's such a beautiful, like, warm, coppery rose gold. I realize that's the worst description ever, but it's such a beautiful shade. I think this would look good on everyone. I love it. I love this. My next favorite is actually a product combo. These two work so perfectly together. This is the MAC Next to Nothing Face Color. I did a whole video about this line. I'll link that for you if you want to check it out. But I love the way it looks mixed with a little bit of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. This just adds a little bit more coverage, and it also warms up the shade just a little bit, so it's better for my kind of summer shade. I love the way these look together. The finish is so natural. It's definitely a really comfortable light coverage. This is so good. If you like light coverage and you like lightweight foundations, you need to try this combo. This is gonna be a summer favorite, all summer favorite, I can tell you that. Since we just talked about the Next to Nothing face color, I might as well go ahead and mention the rest. The Next to Nothing pressed powder has been my go-to since I received it. I love this. It's so light, it never looks cakey. Again, another beautiful, lightweight, light coverage product. If you have dry skin, you will love this powder. You will love it. I kind of feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but the two brushes that came out with the MAC Next to Nothing line are so good. These brushes are so incredible. It's the 140 and 141S brushes. You could pretty much do your whole face just with these two brushes. They are synthetic, so they work really well with liquids and powders. They're so soft. If you're going to invest in an expensive brush, check these out. You will not regret either one of these purchases. I have a new concealer love in my life, and it should not be any surprise. It's the L'Oreal Pro Glow Concealer. I love the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, so I'm not at all shocked that I love this concealer. This makes my under eyes look so fresh, so brightened. It never looks like cakey or crepey. It's just so good. It's so gorgeous. If you like the Pro Glow foundation, you need to try this. This concealer is awesome. I have two palettes that I want to talk about, and I have two lip products, so we're almost done. First, let's talk about this eyeshadow palette from Tarte. This is the Don't Quit Your Daydream palette. I did do an entire video on this where I swatched it and I did a tutorial, so if you're interested in hearing more about this palette, I'll link that video for you. I just love these little Tarte palettes so much. I went on and on about the Maneater palette. This is probably my second favorite of these little double duty beauty palettes behind the Maneater, which is no longer available. I think you can still get this one. The last time I checked, it was on sale on Tarte's website. So I will link that below for you if I can find it. And if it is on sale, that means they're going to get rid of it soon. So please go get one now. Please go. This shade called Love is the perfect transition shade. And these two shimmers, this one's Strive and this one's Boss Lady. I mean, this, I already swatched them in a previous video, but this little combo right here is so good. Just look at it, it's so good. I am fully hooked on these palettes. I have all four that they've come out with so far, and if they come out with another one, guess what? I'll buy that too. The other palette that I want to talk about today is kind of a rediscovered old favorite. It's the Sleek Solstice Highlighting Palette. This was really, really crazy huge, like sometime last year, I think. I'm pretty sure Jaclyn Hill recommended it, and then the whole world just went crazy for it. I found mine on Amazon because at the time you could not buy SleekMakeup in the US in stores anywhere. But I'm pretty sure you can buy Sleek in stores here now. I'm gonna check up on that. I will put the details in the description box of where you can find this, and if I can find it online for sale, I'll link it for you. I'm not crazy about the cream highlight, but the three powders that are in here are so incredible, so bright. I mean, just seriously, look at that. Come on now. I really like to mix these shades. I'm wearing the two bottom shades mixed together on my face today, and I just have such a bright glow, but it's not like a stripe. The packaging's beautiful. There's just nothing bad that I can say about this palette. I love it. The hype is real. The hype is still real even a year later. So if you don't have this in your life and you love highlighters, you need to go and check it out. Okay, two lip products and then we will be done. My first favorite, of course, it's gonna be a nude liquid lipstick. This is the NARS Powermatte Lip Pigment in the shade Get It On. I have the whole line from NARS, and I am so pleased with the formula of these. Again, I did a whole video on them. I lip swatched all of them, so I'll link that for you if you want to see the rest of the shades. But this one and Get It On has just been my absolute go-to. This is what I wore out for the night for my sister's bachelorette party. And you know, if you're gonna wear something for like a night out event, you know that you're gonna pick your favorite thing. I won't go on and on about this since I do have an entire video about them, so just check that out, but these are so good, so good. The last lip product I want to talk about is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is a MAC lip gloss, and this is their little baby size. I love little tiny things like this. This is in the shade Water Deities, and when I saw this in person, I was just like, I almost passed out because it's so pretty. First of all, I'm not usually a gloss girl, and second of all, I'm not like a shiny metallic gloss girl, but Water Deities will change your life. If you're like me, you probably need to try this. It's like molten rose gold. It's so freaking pretty. This looks great on its own. It looks great on top of another lip color. It just looks great. I just love this little guy. It's so cute. that wraps up my July favorites. As always, I want to hear what were your favorite things this month. Leave a comment and let us know so that we can go and check them out. And thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I swear, I drink so much coffee and Coke Zero while I'm filming, and it always makes its way into the bloopers or the outtakes or whatever. Like, Coke Zero, where are you at for a sponsored video at this point? Just kidding. Not really though. I'd take that money because I freaking love Coke Zero. Such a weirdo. Try not to break everything you own. Okay, great. My freshener. The highlight though. Calm down, we'll get to that. What was that? That's so awesome. What? What are you even talking about? No one knows. You don't even know. Keep it moving, Amanda. That's what it sounds like when you talk. Just move along. Next to the nut. No. If I could talk today, that would be really helpful. That'd be really helpful. But I can't, so it's not helpful. Okay, I want to have It's just ridiculous at this point. This lip gloss though. Oh my gosh, look at that highlight. Look at it. I'm just gonna walk around with a ring light on me all day so that I look this highlighted. I feel like that's reasonable. Totally reasonable. Just out. Such a freaking weirdo.